One who is often seized with sadness is more secure in life than one who is never sad. Welcome to section 9 of the 11th chapter of the Holy Quran. It begins with Psalm 96. We've done with Nuhu, Abraham, Shuaib, Madian, and now we're going to the prophet Moses in line. نمشي ولقد أرسلنا موسى بآياتنا والسلطان وسلطان مبين. And we sent Moses with our signs, the ayatina, with our clear signs, the ayatina, and an authority manifest, sultanun mubinun, and an authority manifest. Manifest is mubinun, and authority is sultanun. It has a commentary 1598. 1598. The story of Moses and Pharaoh is referred to in many places in the Quran, each in connection with some special point to be illustrated. Here, the point is that God's dealings with man are in all things and at all times just, never unjust. Full stop. But man falls under false leadership by deliberate choice and perishes along with his false leaders accordingly. In exercise of the intelligence and choice given him, man should be particularly careful to understand his own responsibilities and to profit from God's signs, so as to attain to God's mercy and blessings. So as to attain to God's mercy and blessings. We go to Psalm 97. إلى فرعون وملئه فأتوه أمر Let me take it again. إلى فرعون وملئه فأتبعوا, it's not أتبعوا, فأتبعوا أمر فرعون. Unto Moses and the chiefs, I'm sorry, pardon me, Astaghfirullah. Unto Pharaoh and his chiefs, but they followed the command of Pharaoh. فَأَتَّبِعُوا أَمْرَ فِرْعَوْنَ وَمَا أَمْرُ فِرْعَوْنَ بِرَشِيدٍ وَمَا أَمْرُ فِرْعَوْنَ بِرَشِيدٍ. And the command of Pharaoh was not rightly guided. Rashidin. The command of Pharaoh was not rightly guided. And yet, this command was followed by his chiefs. Rashid himself. There is a commentary to read 1599. 1599. Uh, 1599. Pharaoh is the type of the arrogant, selfish, and false leader who poses as a power in rivalry with that of God. Full stop. Such an attitude seems to attract and regenerate humanity, which falls a, which falls a willing victim, in spite of the teaching and warning given by the men of God and the many moral and spiritual forces that beckon man towards God's grace. So there are forces that call unto man to God's grace. And that was note 1599 to sign 97. We go to sign 98. Yakumu kaumahu, Yakumu kaumaha yomalkiya, Yakumu kaumahu yomalkiyamati. فأوردهم النار فأوردهم النار. On the day of judgment, he will go before his people. He will go before his people on the day of judgment. Yakumu kaumuhu yomal kiyamati. He will go before his people on the day of judgment and lead them into the fire. فَأَوْرَدَهُمْ النَّارَ. And lead them into the fire, and lead them unto the fire. النَّارَ. وَبِئْسَ الْوِرْدُ الْمَوْرُودُ. وَبِئْسَ الْوِرْدُ الْمَوْرُودُ. Into the fire. But woeful indeed will be the place to which they are led. But woeful will be the place to which they are led. 1600. That's the commentary to read. Fire. 1600. Aurada, to lead. Aurada, that's why we just read. Aurada. The meaning of aurada equals to lead. As cattle, to lead. As cattle down to their watering place. The metaphor is apt. The true herdsman is trusted by his normal flock, and he leads them in the heat of the day down to pleasant and cool watering places in order that they may slake their thirst and be happy. The false leader does the opposite. He takes them down to the fire of eternal misery. Sign of exclamation. And yet men sin against their own intelligence and follow the false leader like cattle without intelligence. That's the commentary to sign 98. We go to sign 99. وأتبعوا في هذه لعنة ويوم القيامة. And they are followed by a curse in this life and on the day of judgment. The life is inverted commas because it's not there in the text, in the version. It just says and they are followed by a curse in this and in the day of judgment. So, of course, in this means in this life and the day of judgment. Mm. ويوم القيامة بئس بئس الرفد الموفود بئس الرفد الموفود, and woeful is the gift which shall be given unto them. What gift? Fire, nothing more. Fire. No commentary to that. Let's go to Psalm 100. Let's go to Psalm 100. ذلك من أنباء القرى نقصه نقصه ذلك من أنباء القرى نقصه عليك. These are some of the stories of communities which we relate to you. Kura, communities. Nakusuhu aleka. Relate unto you. Minha ka imun wahasidun. Minha ka imun wahasidun. Some are standing and some have been mown down. Some are standing and some have been mown down. Into brackets, by the sickle of time. Into brackets, by the sickle of time. You hold your sickle like this and grass like this. That's time. By the sickle of time. And the sickle is curved like this. And grass like this. Which have been mown by the sickle of time. I love that parable. It's not a bad parable. Or idiom if you like. We go to the sign for it. Oh. Yeah, there are two notes to read. 1601 and 1602. Let's go there. Some are standing. Column. This is the explanation of some are standing. Column. Like corn, which is ready to be reaped. Full stop. Among the communities which remained was and is Egypt, although the Pharaoh and his wicked people have been swept away. Full stop. Full stop. The simile of standing corn also suggests that at no time can town or community expect permanency, except in the law of the Lord. So, no city or town should be regarded as permanent. That's what he's telling us here. Not New York, not any of the cities, not Moscow, not New York, not Moscow, not Tel Aviv, not Jerusalem. For Tel Aviv, not Tel Aviv, not Johannesburg. I meant to say Johannesburg. Nothing, none of them can be considered as permanent. That's what the Almighty is telling us now. He knows best. He has ruined so many cities before saying this to us. Okay. Accept the law of God. Now we go to 1602. Nations grow and ripen and are mown down. Yes. Nations grow and ripen and are mown down. You find it difficult to believe, but this is the word of God. No doubt about it. La reba fihi. No doubt about it. Nations grow and ripen down. Even of recent history. Where is the Roman Empire? And where is Rome? Nobody cares about Rome or Italy now. What about the Greece? What about the Persian Empire? So let's take this serious. If they disobeyed God, their end is evil. If they were true and godly, their harvest was good. Their harvest was good. Okay, I think we are going to sign 101. Hmm? وما ظلمناهم ولكن ظلموا أنفسهم وما ظلمناهم ولكن ظلموا أنفسهم وما ظلم وما ظلمناهم ولكن ظلموا أنفسهم. It was not we that wronged them. They wronged them, their own souls. Hmm? فلما فلما أغنت عنهم آلهتهم التي يدعون من دون الله من شيء لما جاء أمرك لما جاء أمر ربك. Prophet wrong their own soul. The deities other than God whom they invoked profited them no whit, no whit, when they issued a decree of the Lord, which is spelled WHIT. For some, those of us who don't know, or in case I don't call it well, decree of what do you call it? The deities other than God they invoked profited them no whit when they issued the decree of God, nor did they add aught to their lot but perdition. Nor did they add aught, then in brackets, to their lot but perdition. لما جاء أمر ربك زادوا وما زادوهم غير تثبيت. Did I take it again? Let me take it. فلما أغنت عنهم إلا هتهم التي يدعون من دون الله من شيء لما جاء أمر ربك وما زادوهم غير التتبيب. Nor did they ought add to their lot but perdition. That be bin. There is a commentary to read. Yes, 1603. All false and fleeting shadows must vanish before the reality and permanence of the decree of God. If we worshipped the false, we end nothing but perdition. That's commentary 603 to sign 101. We're now going to sign 102. Now I'm going to sign 102. What does it say? وكذلك أخذ ربك وكذلك أخذ ربك إذا أخذ القرى وهي ظلامة وهي ظلامة. Such is the chastisement of thy Lord when he chastises communities in the midst of their wrong. وهي ظلامة. in the midst of their wrong. Mm. Inna ahazuhu alimun inna ahzahu alimun shadidin. They are wrong. Grievous indeed, and severe is his chastisement. Grievous indeed. Inna ahzahu alimun shadidan. Grievous indeed, and severe is his chastisement. Severe, shadidin. Uh, There's no commentary to that. There's no commentary to Psalm 102. So we go to Psalm 103. Inna fi zalika la'ayatun liman hafa azabul ahiratun. Azabul ahiratun. In that is a sign for those who fear the chastisement of the hereafter. Zalika yomul mu'un lahu annasu wa zalika yomul mashhudun. For those who fear chastisement of the hereafter. Yes, that is a day for which mankind will be gathered together. Much more will be gathered together, and will be a day, and that will be a day of testimony. That is a day for which mankind will be gathered together. Majmu'un. That will be a day of testimony. Zalika yomil mashhudun. That's witness. Testimony, they will testify as witnesses, either rightly or wrongly. Mashhudun. And that will be a day of testimony. 1604 is the commentary. Yom al-Mashhud, yeah, that's day of testimony is here explained. To suggest the comprehensive meaning of the Arabic, I have translated, sorry. To suggest the comprehensive meaning of the Arabic, I have translated into double inverted commas, a day of testimony, full stop. I proceed to explain the various shades of meaning implied. 1. A day to which all testimony points from every quarter. 2. A day when testimony will be given before God's judgment seat, by all who are relevant witnesses, e.g., the prophets that preached. 1. The men or women we benefited or injured. The men or women we benefited or injured, the angels who recorded our thoughts and deeds, or our thoughts and deeds personified, semicolon. Then 3, a day which will be witnessed, i.e., seen by all, no matter how or where they died. Oh my God. So do not forget the day of judgment. All the leaders, those fighting today, all the leaders of the world, they will stand before God on judgment. For everybody to see them, I won't mention names. If I mention names, it's too odd. So the president, let me just say, the presidents of all the nations. That's all. I think that's enough. Uh, I wanted to make a point, but I've forgotten it. The prophets that preach, the men and women, You may say the prophets are not there, they've preached and they have gone. But their books are there. Their books are there. The revelations in writing are there. The Quran is there. The Injil is there, Bible. And the Torah is there. And they will all be there in their pure and original forms for us all to see that they are in the same line and they preach the same thing at different times in different languages. So these will bear witnesses together with the messengers that brought them, even though they are not alive today. All right. That's 104. That's sign 1 0. That's sign 104 to, I'm sorry, that's note 1604. That's, I'm sorry, pardon me. That's note 1064 to sign 103. We now go to sign 104. Wama nahnu, sorry, wama, wama nuwakhiru, wama nuwakhiru, wama nuakhiruhu illa li ajlin ma'idudin, illa li ajlin ma'dudin. Sorry for bad reason. Wama nuwakhiruhu illa li ajlin ma'dudin. Nor shall we delay it, but for a time appointed. So it will not be delayed. If it's delayed, then it is for an appointed time, like we are waiting now. Okay. No commentary to read. That's a sign, but no commentary to read. Okay. يوم يأتي لا لا تكلم نفس يوم يأتي لا تكلم نفس إلا بإذنه. The day it arrives, no soul shall speak except by his leave. Whose leave? God's leave. No soul can speak. We will all be mum. Deaf, but not dumb. Am I right? In other words, we cannot speak, but we can hear. Dumb, rather, but not deaf. Pardon me if I'm mixing things. Dumb? No, dumb, but not deaf. I think that's it. We can not speak, but we can hear. Okay, pardon me if I'm wrong. Accept his leave. Illa. Oh, where is it? Illa bi iznihi. Yes, I've got it. Illa bi iznihi. فمنهم فمنهم شكي فمنهم شكية وشهيد فمنهم شكي فمنهم شكي وشهيد. Of those, into brackets, gathered, of those, some will be wretched and some will be blessed. ومنهم شكي وسعيد. Some will be happy, blessed. Commentary to it is 1606. No, 1605 and then 1606. Let's go there. 1605. Speak, i.e., either in self-defense or in accusation of others, or to intercede for others, or to enter into conversation or ask questions one with another. It will be a solemn day before the great judge of all, that's God, to whom everything will be known and whose authority will be unquestioned and unquestionable. Will be unquestioned and unquestionable. That's my word. Full stop. There will be no room for quibbling or there will be no room for equivalent or in or equivocation or subterfuge or any kind, nor can anyone lay the blame on another or take the responsibility of another. Full stop. Personal responsibility will be enforced strictly. Mm. Subterfuge. Subterfuge is spelled, excuse me, subterfuge is spelled Subterfuge, or subterfuge of some kind. Mm. Uh, so there is no way you can't speak. We are used to lying on earth. Mm. Even when it's not yet time for you to speak, you interrupt or disrupt and say something. No, you can't do that. Your lips will be sealed like with super glue. Mm. All right, that's note 1604 to sign 103. We now go to sign 104. No. That's just 1064. No. That's rather note 1605. I'm sorry, that's note 1605 to sign 105. And then we continue with date. The note is twofold. Then 1606, Shaki, wretched. We look wretched. Shaki and Said, that's wretched and blessed. That day, people will look wretched, others will look blessed. That's on Judgment Day. And the two words have become almost technical theological terms. Almost technical theological terms. They are explained in the four following verses. You imagine on Judgment Day, your head of states lined up, be they 100 or hundreds, and they are looking wretched. Not all of them. A few may look bright, Saeed, and blessed, happy, but most of them will be looking wretched for the bombs that they are throwing and ordering to be thrown, the killings that they are doing and ordering to be done. Some of them will appear wretched. Okay, I'm not saying it, please. It's in the Quran. So we go to the following four verses. Pardon me. We go to the following four verses, and that will be 106, 107, 108, 109. Let's go. Those who are wretched, no. فَلَمَّا الَّذِينَ شَكُوا فَفِي النَّارِ لهم فيها زفير وشهيق. Those who are wretched shall be in the fire. There will be for them therein nothing but heaving and sighs and sobs. Heaving of sighs. There will nothing for them but heaving of sighs and sobs. فَمَا الَّذِينَ شَكُوا في نار لهم فيها زفير, heaving of sighs, وشهيق, and sobs. Shafirun وشهيق. 1607. 1607. The first word, Zafir. Did I say Zafir here? I didn't call it well, did I? لهم فيها شكوا الذين شكوا لهم فيها زفيرون. I think I wrongly called it as, yes, it's Zafirun, and then it's going to be explained. The first word, Zafir, translated size, is applied to one part in the process of the braying of an ass, braying an ass, I think that's donkey, Braying, of the braying of an ass, comma, when it emits a deep breath, full stop, uh, full stop. The second, shahik, translated sobs, into inverted commas, is the other process in braying of an ass when he draws in a long breath, when he draws in a long breath. Full stop. This suggestion of an animal proverbial for his folly implies that the wicked, in spite of their arrogance and insolence in this world below, will at last realize that they have been fools after all. They realize they've been fools after all, comma, throwing away their own chances, whether they got them. Throwing away their own chances wherever they got them. Or whenever, throwing away their own chances whenever they got them. So let us not throw away our chances. In IX VII, that's I suppose 107. Yes, I think that's 107. Yes. In IX 10077, that's in sign 1 in 117 rather. Huh? In 117 rather. Sign 7. The word shaki is applied to the tremendous roaring in tremendous roaring intake or devouring of hellfire. I hope I'm right. If I'm not right, these Roman letters, I X V I. It could be either 17 or 87. I don't know. Then sign 7. Okay. The word shakik is applied to the tremendous roaring intake or devouring of hellfire, and that's sign note 10, and that's note 1607. 1607 to sign 106. To sign 106. Now we go to sign 107. خالدين فيها ما ما دامت دامت السماوات والأرض إلا. Okay, let's go. Let's finish it. They will dwell therein as long as the heavens and the earth endure. ما دامت endure السماوات والأرض إلا ما شاء ربك. إلا ما شاء ربك. They will dwell with they will dwell therein as long as the heavens and the earth endure, except as thy Lord willeth. Illa ma sha'a rabuka. Inna rabuka. Inna rabuka fa'alun lima yuridu. Inna rabuka fa'alun lima yuridu. For your Lord does what he wills. For thy Lord is the the accomplisher of what he planneth. There is sure there in inverted commas. For thy Lord is sure accomplisher of what he planneth. Inna rabuka, inna rabaka fa'alun lima yuridu. We go to 1608. What we've just read, to Psalm 107, 1608. Halidin. Halidin. We're going to the word Halidin. This is the word which is usually translated to dwell forever. Halidin, dwell forever. So when you hear Halidin, it just doesn't mean dwell, it means dwell forever. So it's used in theological terms or Quranic terms as a Quranic expression. Or dwell for I, and I is AYE, inverted commas close. Here it is definitely connected with two conditions, namely one, as long as heavens and earth endure, and two, except as God wills. Full stop. Some Muslim theologians deduce from this the conclusion that the penalties referred to are not eternal because the heavens and the earth as we see them are not eternal. Full stop. Comma. And the punishments for the deeds of a life that will end should not be such as will never end. Okay. The majority of Muslim theologians reject this view. I reject this either. I reject it too. I reject it too. The majority of theologians, the majority of Muslim theologians reject this view. They hold that the heavens and the earth are referred to, the heavens and the earth here referred to are not those we see now, but others that will be eternal. Okay, so that's good. I think I side with them. That means that when it says, as long as heaven and earth endure, not the heaven and earth of this world, but the heaven and earth of the hereafter. There will be a world there, and there will be heaven there, and there will be an earth there. Beautiful. That will be, they agree that God's will is unlimited in space and power, but that it has willed, that the rewards and punishments of the day of judgment will be eternal. I think I'll side with the second group, and that's note 1608 to sign 107. Now we go to sign 108. Wa amma allazina su'idu fafil fafil jannatul halidina fiha ma damat ma damat samawati wal ardi ma damat samawati wal ardi. And those who are blessed shall be in the garden. They will dwell therein as long as the heavens and the earth endure. So you see, I think this is what is explained by the second group of people. Let me take it in English. And those who are blessed shall be in the garden. Yes. So it means in the garden there is certainly going to be heavens and earth. There will be sky and earth in the garden. Madamat, as long as they endure. Where is it? Madamat asamawati wal ardi. As long as they endure. Illa ma sha'a rabuka. Illa ma sha'a rabuka. Wa ata'an gairil mushzuzin. Wa ata'an gaira majzuzin. Except as the Lord willeth. A gift without break. Ata'an, a gift. Gera without majzuzin without break. We go to the commentary, the two commentaries to read. 1609, 1610. Let's go to 1609. Exactly the same arguments apply as in the last note. Then 1610. The felicity will be uninterrupted, unlike any joy of or happiness which we can imagine in this life. Yes, in this life, you enjoy, let me say you enjoy, you become happy, and then the next moment you are asleep or tired. No, but the felicity of the felicity will be uninterrupted, unlike any joy or happiness which we can imagine in this life and which is subject to chances and changes, comma, as our daily experience shows. That's what I just explained. Hmm? Uh, one, oh, and that these are commentaries. These are two commentaries to Psalm 108. We now go to Psalm 109. Fala, fala, falataka, falataka fi miryatin mimma yabudu, mimma yabudu haulai. eh, Falataka, falataka fi miryatin mimma yabudu haulai. Be not then in doubt as to what these men, as to what these men, as to what these men worship. Mimma tabudu haulai, as to what these men worship. Uh, Illa kama yabudu aba'uhum min qablu. Illa kama yabudu aba'uhum min qablu. They worship nothing but what their fathers worshipped before them. Min qablu. Wa inna lamufihum nasibahum geril munkusin. Geril mankusin, sorry. Wa inna lamuf lamu wa inna limawafihim, sorry, wa inna la muwafihim nasibahum geril mankusin. But verily we shall pay them back, into brackets, in full their portion, musibahum, without the least abatement. Inna lamu fihum, we shall pay them. Lamuwafuhum, we shall pay them. Nasibahum, their portion. Geril mankusun, without abatement. And that is the end of that's the end of section 9 of chapter 11 of the Holy Quran. We go to the commentary now. 1611 and 1612, 1611 and 1612. Let's see. Their worship is not based on any spiritual attitude of mind. They merely follow the ways of their fathers. Then 1612. God will take fully into account all their motives in such memory as they call worship. Memory is spelled Mummery. So when they are memory, they say they are worshiping. It's there today. You see people acting in the various houses of God. I say, are these people worshiping or just memory? Or some call it worshiping in tongues. Whether it's right or not, I don't know. I leave it to the viewer. But the commentary here is telling us, God will take fully into account all their motives in such memory as they call worship, and they will have their full spiritual consequences in the future. And that is the end of section 9. The end of section 9. When we come back, we shall continue. We shall go to section 10 and see what is there for us. Thank you very much for watching. May God be with you all. Ilalakai. Bye bye. Au revoir.